what do we need to do to ensure those things when we are rolling out payroll? Is there any secret or advice that you can give us?
Mm-hmm. The best thing I can say is know your current system, what you're coming off from first, and what hurdles that you were faced during that first implementation that you went through. Because if you've went through one, you're probably going to go through that same thing again. And that also is customized to what that team experienced in the past, because you don't want to experience that same thing again. Like, let's just use wage garnishments for an example. Wage garnishments, if not done correctly and if not set up at the beginning, it could be sitting in the back end for 14 weeks and you didn't pay the friend of court. That's an issue. And that is one of the things that I even had to overcome as going from an ERP system expert to an HRIS or a payroll expert. And it's one of the things in the back end that you could miss because it's not for everyone, right? Wage garnishments are only for specific people. And when you're in that system and you're writing those little nuances down, you realize that for every payroll integration that you do from that point on. So you're adding what you had been challenged with to what you're trying to avoid in the future. That's my best piece of advice for today.
I think it's all great. I have had another conversation, obviously, around payroll implementation, and garnishments were also mentioned. And I think that those are onesie twosies, depending upon your size of company. But man, if you get those wrong, it it can really impact the individual and the company in a really negative way. So.
Yeah, it definitely can. And not only that, if you're past a certain point, it then becomes the responsibility of the employer to make that true and correct. So,
Sure.